My name is Kevin Wade, and I play the drums. Some of you may have seen my variety show drum solo, which was an incredible experience, thank you. It was a ton of fun, I loved it, and I would have a lot of people who asked me, like, how did you come up with that? Because creating a 4-minute drum solo for an audience of mostly non-drummers and even non-musicians was somewhat of a challenge. And initially, I would sort of just give the answer that, oh, you know, I screwed around on my kit and threw together whatever sounded good, and that's true. But the more I examined the solo, the more I analyzed it, the more I realized there's a sort of structure to it, a musical formula perhaps, that I could teach to all of you. So today, I'm going to teach you how to create and perform a drum solo. So you know, I wrote a beautiful speech about this, at least I think it's beautiful. But I do not have it today because my first tip is improvisation. Now I knew that solo pretty well, but I like to say I understood it better than I memorized it. I understood the grooves, when to come out of them, when to do a cool fill and stuff like that, but I did improvise quite a bit of that solo. A lot of that was just made up on the spot. Now I like to think it makes the drumming sound more natural and perhaps the speaking more natural. It's also somewhat more exhilarating because, you know, you could screw up at any second and, you know, ruin the act, but that's all part of the risk. So let's jump into the drumming. So the first groove you're going to want to play is on a part of the kit that most people aren't acquainted with. So what I did is I played on the rims of my drums and used the hi-hat clutch. And it's not really something you hear in mainstream music very often, so I figured I'll get some creativity points, right? So I'm just going to play that really quick. Right, so right off the bat, you have the audience thinking, wow, he is so creative. He doesn't even need to hit the drums. Again, it's not really that creative. Like, I hear that, like, in Mutts, the band who played before, like, Mr. Pignani played on rims all the time. It's just that, you know, it's not predominantly used, so people don't understand it quite as well. Again, a tip I'm going to try to stress here is that you're trying to deceive the audience. They don't understand drumming, you do. Use that to your strengths. Okay? So we have the creativity, right? But it's kind of soft. It's not very loud. It's not that impressive. So what we're going to do for our next groove is we're going to play a drum roll. Now a drum roll, we're actually going to do the same rudiment that we played before on the rims. And it's called a paradiddle. It's right, left, right, right, left, left. It's very easy. When you speed it up and play it super fast and you have like the cymbals going, it looks really cool and complex. So I'm going to play that now. Okay. So again, that's not particularly difficult to play. I think most people who play the drums for a couple months could probably do that. When you hit cymbals, you're playing fast and it's loud and it's cool, and you're having fun, it looks interesting, it looks impressive, and you're trying to blow the audience away. So, next, we're going to what I like to call a progressive metal groove. Now, most people do not listen to progressive metal. Most people have not heard Matt Halpern's drum tracks of Periphery or Matt Garska's of Animals as Leaders. They don't know it, but you do. So you're going to use that to your advantage, and they'll accredit you with the creativity and the ingenuity with those grooves. So what we're going to do is we're going to play on the stack cymbal, which is a gorgeous cymbal. You got two cymbals on top of each other. I mean, look at that, it's beautiful. And then what we're going to do is have a lot of double bass going, and then maybe some syncopation on the snare, which is when you accent notes that aren't usually accented, and then maybe like a funky time signature or something. I don't even know. So I'm going to play that really quick. Okay, so again, that's a cool sounding groove, very different from what most people are used to. And also, like, people start like bobbing their heads. It's a good groove, I like it. So next what we're going to do is we're going to provide a contrast with that groove. So that groove had a lot of bass drum, a lot of low frequency sounds, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to make a very fast beat with a lot of high frequency sounds. Now, I don't even really know what the rudiment for this is. It's like right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, something like that. I just know how to play it. So I'm going to play that really quick, and then we're going to analyze it. Okay, so again, we're just providing a contrast that's fast, kind of gets you like going, and really excited. And then we're just gonna block that groove immediately, and we're gonna go into something really nice and slow. I'm gonna start like closing my eyes and making weird facial expressions. I'm just gonna be enveloped in the groove per se, because I want to show that I'm into it. Because if you show that you love what you're doing, that you really do care, people are gonna care, and they're gonna find this to be more interesting. So I'm gonna play out of that groove I was playing before, and then go into the little groovy slow thing I was talking about. Okay, so you've already proved that you can play fast and be really exciting and so much fun, but people want to see you be down to earth a little bit, have a little heart, a little groove to it, if you know what I'm saying. So right there, we just proved that. We added another dynamic. What I'm trying to say is, you had to make this solo dynamic. You're making a song. You're not just trying to be flashy and crazy and wild. There needs to be a little bit of control. Let your solo breathe a little bit. Okay, the next part is somewhat of a fan favorite. It's stick tricks. So just throw your sticks, twirl, something like that in the middle of a groove, so I'm going to play that. So again, that's another fun one. Honestly, there's really no drumming skill. It's just for the entertainment purpose, I suppose. That point, really try very hard to practice that a lot, because if you screw up, it's just so uncomfortable. I'm really happy I didn't. If I drop my stick and it went over there, I don't know what I would do. So that would have been interesting. Next part. Okay, the next part is what I like to call the false crescendo. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing on the toms and the snare. We're going to have a lot of double bass going. It's going to seem like it's the end, because I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to have tons of fun and stuff. It's not the end, just letting you know. But again, we're trying to trick the audience, give them a sense of completion, and then I'll let you know what comes next. So basically what we're going to be playing is kind of a very typical metalcore fill. So it's right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. It's really easy. It's just when you speed it up, it looks super cool. So I'm going to play that right now. Okay. And then you're going to pause for a brief moment as your drums reverberate throughout the auditorium, perhaps peering out into the audience. Then right when everyone thinks you're done, right when everybody thinks, oh boy, we can go home now, what you're going to want to do is explode. So at that point, you might want to raise a stick or something as the lights go dark. It's not happening here. We're not going to do that for the sake of this show. So now I suppose I'm just going to go into more general principles about passion and playing an instrument or anything like that that really got me here. So if I were to give you people advice about how to get good at something to the point where you can play a solo in front of 300 people or so and excel, or at least be proficient enough to do it, I would just say practice and passion. I've played the drums every day for the last 7 years. I don't go to drum lessons. I don't have a class where I learn about the drums. I just do it at home because I love it, and it's amazing, and there's no other sensation like it in the world, at least to me. So, I don't care if you're juggling tire irons, or you're knitting, or playing Clash of Clans, which is also a great hobby. You guys know what I'm talking about. But just, if you love what you do, and you put in the time and the effort, and you commit yourself, not like the typical apathetic teenager who doesn't care about anything, if you really do care, you can be great. So, that is my speech. Thank you.